Welcome back, everybody. So glad you could be with me here today. Walter, at the workbench, puttering. I'm puttering with me planes. So I had said to you in a previous video that I was going to change the shape of the wedge on the smoother. And I did. What this will allow me to do now is to have more access to the sides of the plane iron to adjust it while allowing me the necessary adjustment to the wedge. So I did that. While I was at it, I got out the old East meets West plane because if you recall me mentioning, it has a steel, actually stainless steel, pin, which when you place the blade set in and you set the wedge, if you do that repeatedly, it will compress the wood and make an indent, and it did. What I would love to do is I would love to laminate on the face of this a piece of thin, not too thin, steel, right in here, so that it can no longer compress. And while I was at it, I put little chamfers on the corner of the wedge and shortened it a little bit. And we got to see how that all worked. I hope you're having a good day. We finally got some decent rain. We have been in drought. And then more drought. So in some of the last videos, some questions came up. A little bit about plane making, and I'm going to do a separate video on that. Because there are some basics to plane making. That's a little heavier than I wanted, but it is cutting. See, this is a finicky plane, very finicky. And I remember either reading or watching a James Krenov video or a, a, an article where he was saying that at times he'll build a plane and he can't get it to work properly. And there are only so many things within a plane that can go wrong. Your bed is not smooth. The back of the iron is not smooth. Your wedge is not fit properly. And I think I have up in my old office, I think I have a whiteboard. See, just that little tap threw it completely off. So this is one of those planes that I've made that is finicky. So it's a Ron Hawk double blade set. So you've got your thick cutting iron, you've got your chip breaker on top of that, and you have to make allotment for your screw. But you can see here, it's starting to indent again. So one of the places that you want to watch for, I lost my other pencil. So this is your bed. And this one seems to be hitting over here, here, and here. However, it's also extremely shiny. So I think what might have happened with this one, and let me see for sure, is some of the finish may have gotten down in there and it has formed a glossy surface. So let's take the soft pencil and let's put some carbon on the back here and up and down through here, here. And see if we can't find out where it's hitting. So you see the carbon is wearing off in some spots. So I'm going to have to get in here with a chisel and clean some of that out very carefully. So that is about it for today on this one. I'm going to do another video on wood plane basics and see if that can't help some of you begin to think about making some hand planes, even if they're just small ones. So like, subscribe, and share. Head out to your workshop. Go make some planes. Walter out.